Mr. Chairman. Yes, sorry, I've just been asked on my way up if you could later give an explanation where the Kensington Civic Centre is.
Yes, it's in, am I correct in saying it's in 12th Avenue, right down? Who can help me? Kensington Civic Centre. Just right down 12th Avenue, opposite the police station. 13th Avenue, opposite the police station at the bottom. Oh, they say 13th Avenue is a one-way. You have to go down 14th Avenue, and then you'll have to turn left to get to the police station. Don't go in. Don't go into the wrong one. They may keep you there.
Yeah, I don't ask for myself.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Your question into the microphone, please.
Well, I was chatting with Mr. Deedat yesterday evening after the meeting, and well, I regretted that the emphasis on question time does exclude rather any corrections. Now, I think if we have a meaningful question time, then we should also stick to certain corrections, if there are any, of course.
Yeah.
I was quite amazed about the statement that Mr. Deedat made in speaking about the adulteress that was caught when he said the Bible doesn't state what Jesus wrote into the sand, but I can tell you. And then he gave us the combinations of name, Mary and Joseph, David and Bathsheba. Now, I can't remember to have that read at any place in the Quran. And I can only conclude from that it must have been made up in his own imagination. Now, I think truth in that respect is very important, because it could start off a filthy thinking on these aspects, as has been also, well, been a tendency yesterday night in certain combinations that I have discovered where I felt very, very sorry. In this point, and there I come to my question, Mr. Deedat pointed out that the Jews have the punishment of stoning for adulterers, and so does the Quran say. I would like to ask him to read to us from the Quran where it says that adulterers should be stoned. Could you please do that for us?
I forget your name.
Mr. Walton.
Mr. Walton, yes. Now, this was not an exposition of what Islam says and what Christianity says with regards to that adulteress that they brought before Jesus, you see. Now, you haven't got an alternative answer to say what was Jesus scribbling. You haven't. If you had, you would have given it to the audience and said, look, this is what he was doing. He wasn't doing what Deedat suggests. So, in the absence of a theory that the Christian world has been absent, they have not been able to, the only assumption we can have is that for people to watch over his shoulder and walk away. What for? What are they reading?
Well,
this was my assumption.
Well, but it's against the biblical text, you must see. Because,
what does it say?
Well, it states clearly that Jesus first wrote into the sand, and afterwards he told the people, the one who is without sin may throw the first stone. You put the order the other way around, and then said when they looked over the shoulders, they could see that.
The problem
it doesn't say anything like that in the Bible.
The problem is, what did he write?
That's not my problem, it's yours.
No, it's yours because you haven't got it.
No, now, I don't need it because I don't make anything up.
Now you need it. You see the Bible you are using. What Bible are you using there?
I use the Bible.
No, which Bible is it?
Well, which Quran do you use?
I use Yusuf Ali's. Which one do you use?
Well, this is the NIV Bible.
Huh? What Bible is it?
In this case, it's the NIV Bible, but it doesn't matter. New International Version.
Right.
I could use the Greek New Testament as well.
Now I can tell you that in the RSV, this incident about the adulterers is thrown out as a fabrication.
No, sorry, it's at the bottom as a margin remark.
In
but
the text,
Mr. Deedat, could you please answer to my question? Could you please read from the Quran?
No, that is not my job.
It is.
I spoke.
You made
the subject was, if you remember, the subject was Arabs and Israel. I spoke for 1.5 hours, and you haven't got a single question on the subject.
I have.
Well, please come to that first before we entertain you with other things.
Mr. Deedat, if I put a question to anything you say tonight, then this is according to the subject. Otherwise, you have wandered away from your subject.
The subject is Arabs and Israel, conflict or conciliation. On that theme, I spoke for 1.5 hours.
No, otherwise you couldn't have made that statement. Please, could you please answer my question? Where does it say in the Quran?
There is no such verse.
Well, that
about
is
stoning. There is no such verse in the Quran.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. Because I believe that truth is important. Now, if you make a statement...
Did I say it's in the Quran?
Yes, you said. You can listen to it.
Did I say that stoning is in the Quran?
Yes, you said.
I think, you see, people come along with preconceived ideas. You see, you hear what you brought from the outside. The tapes are available. You buy this one tape and you go and listen to it at home and see if I said that the Quran says that the adulterer, I said in the book of Leviticus, it says that the adulterer and the adulteress must be stoned to death. Leviticus, and Leviticus is not the Quran.
Okay, we can listen to the tape and then we meet again. Thank you.
Right. Thank
you have no questions on the subject itself?
Anybody else with a question on the topic? As I said at the previous night, just hold it, I said at the previous night, that the pamphlets were out for some time. Like for Saturday nights tomorrow, if you have any questions you want to prepare beforehand, then you prepare it on the subject because the lecturer will prepare for that topic. Brothers and sisters, please don't forget our request of coming to the other lectures, and please come and purchase the translations of the Quran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.